All right, Bears fans, we got an update to the roster. The Chicago Bears have signed an offensive lineman and waived a wide receiver. We're going to talk about all that and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
All right, Bears fans, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central. We're not going to do the whole intro. We're going to get right to it. The Chicago Bears have claimed Logan Stenberg off waivers. This is an offensive lineman who played last season for the Detroit Lions. He did start 4 games last season, played a total of 16 games. He's played 25 games over the course of his career. Now, this is a guy, he's only 26 years old. He fell out of the rotation with the Detroit Lions last season, initially starting 2 games before being removed from that starting lineup. And then he, used sparingly after that. Now, considering the questions around the Chicago Bears defensive line, their offensive line, kind of makes some sense that maybe they're trying to take a look, add some more depth there. They have quite a bit of injuries there as well. Not trying to say that this really is something that may be because of that. I do think that still everything that we've heard from Coach is that, everybody's going to be healthy and ready to go by week 1. But considering the depth, considering how much time is left between now and the start of the regular season, this could be a move that Chicago Bears bring in a fairly young defensive lineman who is a former 4th-round pick on top of that. Maybe they feel they can get something out of him again. Not to say that it's going to be somebody who plays a heavy role, maybe even plays a lot of snaps, may end up being more of a practice squad player when it's all said and done. We'll see, but the fact that they claimed him off waivers maybe points to that they feel like they can actually use him, whether it be just to add some depth in training camp, things like that. But hey, the Bears go out, they get their offensive lineman. Now to make room for this, they do waive Aron Cruickshank as well. This is a wide receiver who played a little bit for the Bears last season, been used primarily as a gadget piece in special teams, things like this. Not somebody who's really played a lot for the Chicago Bears, not really a major move or a major piece now that they're removing from the team. But Chicago Bears continue tinkering with that roster, continue updating maybe to find the best mix of players. And with the lack of continuity right now that they've had with that offensive line, considering their projected starting offensive line has not played together at all in training camp, this again could be used could be looked at as just to add some depth to the team, added another body in the practice squad, at a position that they may feel like they need. We've talked about on today's daily episode how the offensive line really has been letting a lot of pressure get to Justin Fields here in the last couple of days of practice. So, that's something that you absolutely want to look at. And because of that, listen, Ryan Poles is going to do his due diligence, as we always know that he's going to do, and he's going to try to come in and see what he can get. So ultimately, this is a guy in Stenberg who has been inactive more than active most of his career. So, not necessarily planning on that. He did play the most that he's ever played in 2022. Not really, giving anything too amazing in his snaps as well. He started 4 of those games. Outside of that, he played a number of snaps last season. But again, I don't necessarily think that it's anything too earth-shattering when it comes to the Chicago Bears with this move. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that this is a guy who can come in, help some depth in that practice squad or with the practice team here in training camp? Let me know what you guys think on all that down below. Otherwise, make sure you guys are following the show at Chi Bears Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for our mailbag episodes, 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. Chi-Town up, bear down. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.